Welcome back to New York Talk, episode 154. I'm your host, Elyse DeLucci. Welcome to my living room. Welcome to New York, baby. I'm laughing because just 5 seconds ago, Elmo's barking, going crazy in the background. And I'm thinking, how many other people, how many other podcasts do you listen to that you have animals in the background? A whole array of real sound effects. You know what? I should have called this Welcome to the Family. Honestly, we should have a name change, but I can't change the name. We've changed it too many times. Anyway, have to have a sip of coffee. Jell-O, fact of the day, Jell-O. Jell-O was invented in 1897. 1897. That's how long that delicious jiggly jelly goodness has been around. Pearl Bixby Waite. She was the inventor of Jell-O. Okay, and by the by, was she a woman? Was Jell-O invented by a woman in 1897? I think I need to hear more about that story. Okay, I don't know more about it for you. I know that Jell-O is actually the state dessert in Utah. Is that not crazy? The state of Utah, it's considered the state dessert. They actually have pins. Like if they host state events, they have little pins, and the symbol, the logo on it is a bowl of green Jell-O cubes. I swear to God, true story. The official state food of Utah. Somebody said to me, the reason why it's the official state food is because of the Mormon families, because they have so many family members, and Jell-O is an easy thing to serve all of these family members. I was like, I don't know, that sounds a little like stereotyping to me, you know? They said, well, it's fast, it's easy, it's filling. Excuse me, filling? Can you tell me the last time you had a bowl of Jell-O and were like, wow, I'm really full from this? My God, I've been eating Jell-O and sugar-free Jell-O and sugar-free whipped cream on my diet, you know. I've told you, I'm a big couch eater. I love to eat snacks on the couch. I love nothing more than at the end of the night, take a bath, a shower, whatever, put on my nightgown, my robe, make myself a platter of snacks and come and just eat the whole entire thing. And, you know, in front of the TV. But there's not much I'm eating, so I can eat, I should say, snack food. So, Jell-O has been one of them. And I haven't been making the Jell-O out of the little box. I should, it's more economical, but just for sanity purposes, I've been buying the pack of 4 Jell-O. I've been eating like three of the little Jell-O, you know, individual sizes in one sitting. I'm bloated. No wonder why. Okay, this is, please. Anyway, apparently the name Jell-O, it comes from the fact that the gel in the Jell-O is from, because it's made out of gelatin, you know. Anyway, it's a perfect diner food. Jell-O, rice pudding, chocolate pudding with a little whip, right? Ugh, best diner desserts. That and cheesecake. But I can't go into a tangent on the diner and things I like to get at the diner, because just a couple months ago, I would go to the diner and get my usual, a tuna melt, okay? And here's my mother, you put in cheese on fish? That's disgusting. That's sacrilege. It's like, all right, I like it, Ma. I love rye. I said I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to talk about the things I like at the diner. And here I go. I love rye, like rye toast with tuna fish. And then, you know, like a slice of American cheese. And then, you know, they put it under the broiler and it gets like a little crispy. Oh my God. Anyway. But that was what I thought was healthy. Can you imagine? I went out to lunch with my manager. How showbiz is that, baby? I love that. Oh, me and my manager, we went out to lunch a few months ago, and he said, what are you getting? First of all, he said, wherever you want to go, you tell me. Anywhere you want to go, we're going. I said, anywhere? He said, yeah, any restaurant in Manhattan. And I was like, I'll go to the diner by my house. But we went, and I got the tuna melt, and he's like, really, Elyse? Like, not a salad? And this is where you decided to go? I said, I'm just a regular lady. What could I say? I'm just a regular girl. But I'm not going back to that diner because I told you it was Gracie Muse on the Upper East Side, and I got violent food poisoning like the time after I went with my manager. I can't. It's banned for right now. It's banned. So I'm on the hunt for more good diners. I did find a couple. City Diner on the Upper West Side is really good. If you're in Manhattan, City Diner. It's on like Broadway and 90th. When I say really good, the only thing I've had there to date is coffee and eggs and toast. So take that with a grain of salt. I haven't tried their regular menu. Actually, Viand on the Upper West Side is also really good. I saw a fan there. She was a crazy nut. She was banging on the glass. I loved it though. She's like, Elyse, hi. But they have a salad there that I like. And the chicken, the chicken that you get at the diner is a really good barometer for if the diner is quality or not. Because, sometimes you go to a diner and they give you a piece of chicken and it's like bouncy chicken and there's all kinds of frizzles on it. And you're like, what is this? I'm not eating this. This looks like D-grade chicken. This looks like manager's special chicken. You know what I'm saying? But Viand Diner has delicious chicken salad. They make the salad with dill and feta and cucumbers and Kalamata olives. It's a diner. It's like a Greek salad with with grilled chicken. And I get the tzatziki on the side, and I mix the tzatziki with a little olive oil, and I make like my own little dressing with it. It's so good. So good. The Tooth didn't like diners. And for you new listeners, if we have new listeners this week, the Tooth, my British ex-husband, he couldn't wrap his head around the diner culture in America. He just couldn't do it. He was like, oh, I don't understand, lovely. We're just going to go to this restaurant and there's going to be a smorgasbord of any foods in the world and they're just going to serve it to you in one institution. And I was like, yeah, it's an effing diner. Like, why? Like, I like that. I want the selection. I like the variety. And if it's super quality, then, I'm a patron for life. The problem is there's not a lot of good diners anymore. So keep me posted on that. TV Talk. Watched a couple of really good shows, okay? Air. Have you seen Air? On, is it on Netflix or Amazon? Google it. Ben Affleck directed it. It has a fabulous cast. It's Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, of course, Jason Bateman, Marlon Wayans, Chris Tucker, hilarious, Viola Davis, I love her. And the story is amazing. It's about the famous sports marketing executive, Sonny Vaccaro, and how he led Nike, the sneaker brand, into greatness by contracting a new player to represent a sneaker, Michael Jordan, and they launched Air Jordan. So it's basically the story of Air Jordan, how Air Jordan came about, how they got Michael Jordan to sign with Nike. Michael Jordan was going with Reebok. Was it Reebok? Yeah, it was Reebok, right? Or was it Puma? I don't know. Another one. I think it was Reebok. And it was his parents that were really the ones that were like, no, you should go with Nike. And they helped Michael Jordan negotiate the deal that he got from the sneakers. And even to this day, the deal still stands. Like every Air Jordan that is sold, Michael Jordan gets a piece of every single sneaker sale. I think he gets something like, wait for it, something in the realm of like $400 million a year just from the sale of Air Jordans. Could you die? I mean, like, come on. Like, forget anything else he does. Speaking engagements, endorsements, coaching, whatever he does. That's the money from that. Oh my God. You can't even fathom that kind of money, right? You can't even fathom it. And when you make that kind of money, again, like who am I to talk about this? But when you're making that, your money's making money. You're living on your interest. I mean, look, you could be living on your interest if you got $5 million in your bank. Okay, I mean, there's ways to do that. But if you that kind of forget generational wealth. You got neighborhood zip code wealth. Okay, you could take care of everybody. The other show I saw, American Nightmare. If you like, nightmare horror docs, crime, true crime. It got 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's on Netflix. It's the most I'm not going to ruin it for you, but it's just an effed up kidnapping series. What I love about it, 3 episodes, you're in. It's a one night binge. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. The guy who did or didn't do the kidnapping, because, it's all over the place. The whole 3 episodes, you're like, did he actually do this? Is this really happening? Are these people making this up? What's going on here? The person, the person who orchestrated it, the guy, is an absolute insane person. Just an insane person. But it was so good. It was so good. And Chris doesn't like, my boyfriend, he doesn't like those kind of shows. So it's annoying. I'm always watching them by myself. I'm like, how do you not want to watch a crime doc? Like, don't you want to watch a crime doc to be prepared? Like, just in case something happens, we need to know what to do? No, he's not interested. I like to see it all. I want to see. The one thing I can't really watch is gory stuff. Like, I don't like a lot of violence. Contrary to what people may think I don't like a lot of mob movies. I didn't grow up watching them. I was actually not allowed to watch them. I don't like a lot of them. I don't like the shooting. I don't like fighting. I don't like killing. I don't want to see that kind of thing. But I want to see the effed up psychopaths in the world so I could keep both eyes wide open everywhere I walk, just in case. You never know. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. This guy, he'd rather be turned off to it. He'd rather pretend it doesn't exist. You want to go around pretending this kind of stuff doesn't exist in the world? All right. Oh, okay. You do that. I'll be prepared. I'm somebody I keep mace on my keychain just so you know what kind of person I am. The other one I watched that was so good, Dionne Warwick, Don't Make Me Over, on Amazon Prime. Just biography, documentary about Dionne Warwick. Absolutely amazing. Dionne, she's Whitney's first cousin. I am Whitney Houston's huge fan. I also love, come on. That's what Friends Were For. All of Dionne Warwick's songs are so great. But what I loved about the documentary is, one, she's a real tough broad. She really, she said to the executives what she was going to do. And what, Elmo, mommy's on the phone. I'm on the phone. I'm talking about something intense. Quiet. Or I'm going to put this thing on you. Stop it. She told the record executives, what she was going to do, how she was going to get paid. She really didn't mess around, Dionne Warwick. But one thing that you'll love in this documentary is she was so offended when what she, air quotes, gangster rapped. Very cute to hear her say that. In the 90s, Snoop Dogg, Suge Knight, Tupac, they all came out. She was so offended by the lyrics, and she felt like she paved the way for African Americans in the music business, and she was one of the leaders in that, space, and she was just like, I don't like these gangster rappers with their horrible lyrics putting women down, and good for you, Dionne. So wait, you'll die. She calls these guys up, or has her people call their people, and she says, I want Tupac, Suge Knight, and Snoop Dogg to come to my house, and I want to sit them down like their auntie, and I want to talk to them about their lyrics. Now, can you imagine this? Dionne Warwick, this was in the 90s. She doesn't know these people. She just hears their songs on the radio. She knows about them. She's reading about them in the magazines. And she likes that they're artists, but she is so vehemently against what they're saying and how they're portraying the people. So she tells the guys she wants them at her house at 7 a.m. And Snoop Dogg, it's like flash screen, split screen, whatever, to Snoop Dogg, and he's being interviewed. And he's like, I was raised by strong black women. Dionne Warwick, I look up to. She paved the way for us. He was like, I'm not going to show up at 7 o'clock. I got there at 6:52. He's like, and we walk into her house, and she has juice out and donuts and breakfast, and she sits us down in her living room, and she's like, now I want you to call me a bitch to my face. And Snoop Dogg's like, why would I do that? And she's like, well, you're fine to say it about women on your songs. I want you to do it to my face. And they refuse to do it. And she spent this morning talking to them about why, they can't talk about women like that and blah, blah, blah. And they changed their lyrics. Can you imagine? I mean, I don't know, like Suge Knight, Tupac, they're not alive, but Snoop Dogg said it was so impactful, the conversation that she had with him. And he said he changed. He still talked about the dirty things that he talked about, but he just didn't put down women. And she really offered a different perspective for him. And I just thought, that's when you know you care, right? That's when you know somebody really cares about the larger picture in the world. I like that. I loved that. That was my favorite part in the whole movie. So I went to visit my aunt the other night in Tribeca, and I stopped at Target, Target, aka Target, because I needed to have a quick inventory scan of the women's clothes. Everybody's wearing cargo pants. Like, what's going on there? Everybody's wearing cargos. And I feel like there's two types of cargo pant wearers right now. In 2024, two types of cargo pant wearers. The first kind are people, women, that is still wearing them from 2008. And they're like, oh, I got my cropped cargo pants on and my wedges for the summer, And then there's people like me that are like, ugh, cargo pants, like pockets on your thighs that are going to add extra thickness. What? No. Like the extra pocket, useful for a busy mom. Adding extra thickness to the leg girth? No, thank you. They did have cute cargo pants there. They had I think the brand was American Threads, and they were $30, and they were green, black, pink, like a cream color. And I feel like if you're gonna buy something super trendy like that, I mean, even though we all know what they look like on, why would you spend? Why would you spend? I did get a pair of camouflage cargo pants from Fashion Nova. Look at me, shopping like a tween. I had a credit there because I bought my daughter's stuff from Fashion Nova, and by the by, they don't give you your money back. So if you buy something from Fashion Nova and it doesn't fit, and why would you know if it fits? The sizing charts are all weird with those strange, brands from Asia, and nothing against brands out of Asia, but it's their bodies, the women's bodies are different. They're smaller. They're not as curvy. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm walking around with D boobs. Tell me the last time I saw an Asian girl with D boobs. I mean, really? So anyway, I bought whatever I bought for the girls, Fashion Nova. I think I bought a couple of things for me in that order for my birthday, and stuff arrived. It fit nobody. I went to return it, and they were like, sorry, we don't give you your money back, only a credit. How could you do that? And there's no one to call. There's no phone number. There's no customer service. So I have this $200 credit in my email from Fashion Nova, and I am like, all right, let me buy cargo pants. Let me try cargo pants. So I bought them in a medium. They came. They're fine. They're nothing amazing. The quality's not terrible, to be honest. They'll probably fall apart in the wash, but that's whatever. They're cute. I wore them in a video. You could see them. I feel like I was, Left Eye from what's the group? Oh my God, I don't want TLC. I was just gonna start to sing I Don't Want No Scrubs. Can you die? This is when you lose your mind. And why did I say Left Eye? She passed away. That's horrible. That's horrible. Couldn't I have said somebody else? By the way, so I was having a conversation with comedian friends of mine, and she was like, Elyse, I don't think that you should be talking about weight and dieting on stage, okay? She's like, the world right now is very body positive. It's not trendy anymore. It's not in vogue. It's not topical to be a woman and standing on stage and saying, I'm on a diet, I'm at the gym, I'm trying to lose weight. And I said to my friend, you know what? Good. Thank God the world's not like that anymore. Thank God it's not like that. Thank God nobody has to grow up like I grew up. My grandmother, all she did, she would say, well, not all she did. She's like my, Elmo, you stop it. When I was growing up, my grandmother, she would be like, you're going to eat that? You're going to have a fourth rainbow cookie? When I was your age, all I ate was coffee and a pickle. Like, I was thin when I was growing up, by the by. And I was thin. I didn't even have a weight issue. I didn't deal with any body dysmorphia or whatever. I was a thin, skinny, blink kid, and that's the stuff that she would say to me. But that was the environment that I grew up in. That was then. And my mother, forget it. She was obsessed with her weight. My mother was constantly on a diet. And I'm not talking about how I'm like doing keto, and I talk about it because the reason why I'm doing keto, well, yes, it's because I need my pants to fit, particularly when I go on stage, but it's also because I have like an addiction. Like, I can't have one slice of pizza. I have 6. I can't have I was going to say half a loaf of bread. I can't have 2 pieces of Italian bread. I have a loaf. Like, I have an addiction. So I genuinely need to just eat less carbs. That's why I really do keto, The pants that fit, that's an added bonus, but I could always buy bigger pants. But my mom, when I was growing up, oh my God, she hated her body. She just always hated her body. My mother, she's a sister and her brother, my auntie, my mom's sister. We call her auntie because she lived in London when I was born, by the by. But she was always super thin. And my mom was chubby. And she's probably, if she heard this, by the way, she would be like, how dare you? How dare you? But she was obsessed. She was obsessed with her weight. And actually, when I was in high school, she got, a little work done. And, that was not a thing then. That was like not a thing. The only work that people got done back then, in the 90s, it was like, because there was no Real Housewives then. It was like if you were a Baywatch babe and you got the boobs. Maybe I had friends that like convinced their parents to get them nose jobs, or maybe, you, or I guess it was people like my mother that, was so unhappy that they had to feel like they had to do something to their body, like a little something. But good. I am glad the world is more body positive these days, so people don't have to grow up like that. But I am a product of my environment, and as a comedian, my job is to go on stage and yes, make people laugh, but give you a glimpse into my world. And when I'm on stage and my pants don't effing zip up and I'm covering them with a giant top, I might tell you the bit about how I'm in the gym. Anyway, so I bought these jeans on Amazon. I got to tell you the brand. Write it down. Get a pen because it's a ridiculous brand. You can't even pronounce it. It's PLNOTME. And the style, it's women's high-waisted jeans, boyfriend, baggy, straight leg, casual, denim pants, whatever. $46. I didn't pay $46. I got them for $30 on sale, just so you know. My girlfriend Denise was telling me that I need to start wearing wide leg jeans. All right, Denise. I like palazzo pants. No hate. I love palazzo pants. Love them with the heel. But wide legs with flats, like what? Like, I don't really love the look. And of course she's going to tell me to do that because she's a skinny little min pin on the top. I'm not. I wear wide leg jeans. By the way, I'm just as I go on a rant about body positivity, I'm right back talking about weight. No, this isn't about weight. This is about that why I'm not so comfortable wearing wide leg jeans with flats and having a big chest and arms, bingo wings. You know what bingo wings are? When you're in bingo and you say, I won, and you got the arm fat flapping in the wind. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Denise, good. You could wear your wide leg jeans and your flats because you're a min pin on top. But me, I have a lot of skin and lumps and bumps, but I'm trying. So she sent me these jeans that she liked by this weirdo brand, Platome, whatever. And I got not the ones that she sent me. I found another one, these. I gotta tell you, not bad. They weren't total wide leg, right? But they were like boyfriend jeans, but they weren't the boyfriend jeans that are like super baggy, you know, like all around. They weren't actually baggy at all. I'm 5'4", so they kind of just like hit the floor. And they were like a thinnish wide leg. Here's the thing. They were high-waisted, and they didn't feel like you were wearing a diaper. And they had a lot of stretch. A lot of stretch. Stretch. The only... And I've been wearing them, by the way. So, I've been wearing them. I got them in a light blue color. They're cute. One small problem you need to watch out for. They stunk. Reeked like holy hell. Oh my God. I don't know what the F it is, with some of these clothing items from Amazon. What is it with these clothing items from Amazon? You open up the bag and it stinks. I Googled it. Someone said, oh, it's because they use formaldehyde in the clothing. Formaldehyde? Isn't that what you use to embalm the dead bodies? Why are you putting formaldehyde in jeans? So, of course, I had to turn Google inside out, and I had to find out how to get the stink out of jeans. And I'm sharing it with you, is turn your jeans inside out, 1 cup of white vinegar, and cold water. Like 1 cup of white vinegar to a gallon of cold water. And let them soak for a few hours. Rinse with cool water. And you can also add in some OxyClean. Like, whatever. I didn't even do it yet. I have to do it. So basically, I have formaldehyde stinking jeans in my hamper. All my other clothes are probably poisoned now. What am I going to do? And, you know, because I'm impulsive, jeans came. Of course, I look in my closet. I'm like, I have nothing to wear. I got to wear my new jeans. And I put the new jeans on, and I'm walking around, and I'm getting like a waft of factory jean stink on the subway. And I'm like, I'm disintegrating as I speak. I'm killing myself. What are you gonna do? Okay, I think that might be enough. Entenmann's product of the day. Entenmann sent me, so sweet, not an ad. I'll tell you when I have an ad. I'll tell you when I get paid for something, because I want to, because I'm going to be so proud of it. That's why. But no, they sent me their new product, Brownie Drizzle Drops. They are delightful. They're delightful. They sent me 2 kinds. One, it's like a mini brownie, the size of like a Chewy Chips Ahoy. One is filled with caramel. I didn't love that one so much. The other one was just like a solid brownie filled with chocolate. Delish. Of course I had a bite. What am I going to do? Not have a bite? All right. It ruined my ketosis for the day, but that's fine. You know, I'm probably on filthy keto by now. Filthy keto. Because, you know, there's keto and dirty keto. I'm on filthy keto. You only live once, people. Okay. I found this quote online. It just like pops out at me. I don't know who said it. I think it's so amazing. And I think social media really puts the stamp on this. Listen to this. Your story can be part of somebody else's survival guide. That's why it's good to talk about things and to share. Sometimes, my family is very upset that I talk about all the mishigas around, and they could relax because I really don't talk about all the crazy stuff. If I did, then they'd really ban me. But you never know when listening to somebody else and all their stuff is going to impact somebody else, you know? Anyway, I'm Elyse DeLucci. This is New York Talk, episode 154. Thank you for listening. By the way, I redid my website. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And I'm also in the process of redoing YouTube and a few other things. So I love to love you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.